On my memo tonight, I will speak about an issue that I highlighted here a few weeks back. Equality before the law. As a country, we truly need to decide what we want. Either we are a society anchored on the rule of law, or we are under the law of the jungle. You see, we can't continue to have a country with two parallel worlds. One where people must obey laws and directives, and another where laws mean absolutely nothing, and people do as they please. The essence of law is equality. An alteration of that tried and tested governance principle results in feelings of injustice and unfairness. A simple illustration is the recent dispersal of a meeting by former Senator Boni Khalwale in Shinyalu, supposedly for flouting social distancing rules and crowd gatherings. Khalwale had organized a public meeting to criticize another CS Eugene Wamalwa and Governor Wycliffe Oparanya. Mind you, that earlier meeting was a food distribution exercise and so was attended by a crowd of people. But despite obviously flouting the same rules as the Khalwale meeting, this one went on uninterrupted. Khalwale was subsequently arrested. However, the DPP wisely did not go all the way in this case. Khalwale's incident came barely a week after the Kajiado meeting at the home of KOTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli. Leaders from Western Kenya converged at the home for a large meeting that went on undisrupted. So logically, to the least discerning legal eye, prosecuting Khalwale and sparing Atwoli would have been a perfect animal farm. Recreation. But our politicians never learn. Those in power treat those who are not in power in the exact same way those who are not in power now will treat others when they get to power. In short, it is a ridiculous cycle of the proverbial dog that chases its own tail. It can never catch it. This situation also strikes me that we twist the law whenever the issue in question is political. This is why grand corruption suspects are always treated differently from their law-end counterparts, the chicken thieves. I would call it the justice of the lockdown. Your size and status will determine your fortunes at the police roadblock. Size would explain the fact that the government can hold its parliamentary group meeting, one that brings together more than 150 masked members. Ordinarily, this can pass for a regular worship gathering in a mosque or a church. Things that we know are not possible right now because we are told COVID-19 is too dangerous. Perhaps this virus is also a respecter of persons and titles. Organizers of the Jubilee Parliamentary Group meeting at KICC and the previous one at State House may argue that they observed all the rules of social gathering like wearing masks and observing social distancing, but they would not win the perception argument. This is because, given a chance, everyone with a need would organize a gathering and observe these restrictions. The perception argument is also about doing what you tell others to do. The political elite, including state authorities, should be aware of the losses such gatherings are inflicting upon the war against COVID-19 as they continue to preach water and go ahead and voraciously gulp down huge gallons of fine wine. It is a national shame, and that is my memo.